Hello guys. So today we'll be going over my trades on Friday. Friday was a pretty good trading day. I just didn't really make a video actually on Friday because I was a little bit just annoyed with certain things, and I was ready to kind of just get my mind off of that, recoup from Friday to around Saturday, and then I started to get back into it and do my trading review for the last week and my forecasting along with this video. And through the whole time I was watching lectures and other things, just trying to educate myself. And because with every loss, it's like an area to improve. So today we'll be going over, the trades I took on Friday. First of all, I'll do a weekly reflection. I'll also mark areas for improvement, and then I'll also mark areas that I had strength in. So I was doing good, and then I'll go into bias for next week, and then conclude the video. So let's start this. So going into Friday, I saw price did not move higher until that closing of the session. Never mind. Until the closing of the session, and then of the kill zone, because the kill zone ends around 5. So after the kill zone ended, then we started moving up, and around 8:30, as you can see, we got that move up, and then we started to have a protraction move. So you can see this was kind of the manipulation, as long as this was kind of the prior accumulation. You could say I don't know if that would be technically classified as that. So when price was down here, this was a mark. This is a fair value gap that was going to play a significant. Which one was it? That was this one. That was gonna be significant with price. This was like a 2022 model because we like broke structure right here along with here, and then we tapped back into a fair value gap. Also this inverse, and then we inverse this fair value gap. We're going lower, and then around here, market opened, and this was the first trade I took. So I was just planning on being mechanical on Friday. So with this trade, price swept below right here, as you can see. Then we start going up. I should have checked if we were delivering from some. Actually, we were delivering from this fair value gap, so technically this should have been good. It closed above. It went up, but I shouldn't have been expecting it to close above this. Should have taken partials when it reached this because you don't know if it's going to break this fair value gap until it breaks it. So this was a little bit impatient because I was targeting this high. Then I took this one because price again swept now this low, and then we inversed this fair value gap. I wasn't taking this one. Oh, there isn't one there, but we inversed this fair value gap. So I entered long, and it just didn't work. Sometimes the probability just won't be on your side, and you have to accept that. But I didn't let this bother me, because I knew my model was still there, and I knew if price was truly bullish, we wouldn't be it would come soon. So then we had these equal lows. So once price swept this equal lows, we had a fucking textbook inverse right here, as you can tell. So we had that quick move down. We have a V-shaped recovery, quickly recovering, tapping into this fair value gap, and the price comes back into it. And here is where now I'm looking for a long, because I get the confluence that price already inversed this fair value gap, and now we're tapping back into that inverse. So I have a lot of conviction for a long. And then when I see this fair value gap created right here, this is perfect because now I'm looking for that fair value gap. I have a model inside of a model. So here I'm now looking for this previous low to be swept. So price sweeps the low. I'm looking to not displace underneath this low. So price does not displace on the low. It recovers quickly. And we close right here. And the thing with this is we didn't close above, but sometimes you just have to use your conviction, and like as Dodgy says, like your screen time, you would just kind of know. And the main thing was here is just, as you can see, we have these equal highs. So I had a really good bias for this one, and I knew price. If we reject right here, I'm gonna have a tight stop loss like right here. So I entered in when price retraced like around here, and I was like, if price closes down here, that's okay, but I'm gonna need to see an up candle and change the state of delivery. But price closed above right here, and then started moving higher, and then now it's coming into this fair value gap because, like Dodgy was saying, you don't know if this fair value gap is going to be inversed. You just can kind of guess it will be. So price comes up here, we get above this inverse, and as you can see, we take out this. We almost take it out. We don't take out the high, and then most people would sell because they would be afraid here, and that's what I would do. But I've learned from it. I marked out the consequent encroachment of this fair value gap, and price. I was like, if price closes below that, then I'll get out. But I'm not gonna be scared over a wick. A wick is just wick does the damage. So that was fine. And then from there, it ran. It took out this high. And what we like to see when price is taking out high is we want to see a fair value gap. We want to see displacement over this high. So with this high, we see some displacement here. See lots of displacement. And then here, this fair value gap held price, and we came up to here. And there was also this really textbook model that I didn't notice, but there was, we took out this high, we had SMT with ES, and then price rejects. You wouldn't enter here. Price then reacts from this fair value gap, coming back up here, hitting the rejection, the consequent encroachment of this wick right here, the rejection block, quickly displacing away, closing below this fair value gap. And the thing with this is we're closing below it before we took out this low right here. So that's key. So once we close here, come back in, you're short right here, and your target would technically be here with a stop right here. That's why it's not really the best. But with this trade, you are expecting price to go like a lot lower, at least to like this low or something like that, along with the fact we have a break here that price closes below and then taps back into. So yeah, that was a good trade. So now I'm going to be deleting all this from my chart, and I'm going to go over just kind of the reflection. So something like I could have done better. Something I could have done better on like Friday is I went on the Top Step live stream, and I just need to get off listening to other people's opinions. I wasn't taking any trades based on their opinions, but I kind of felt this feeling of ease because they're offering like a free reset, and my account's going, and it's not going, but I'm not. The discount is over on the February 4th, and I don't want to pay the money, and I didn't pass the account yet. I just kind of held the account at break even and learned many, many lessons throughout that time. I grew a lot. Through each one of these challenges that I failed, I've just been constantly learning and just developing myself into a better trader. So I had that feeling like the account's going. They're supposedly giving out some Top Step reset codes, so I can kind of full port these plays. So the thing is I didn't full port this play. I went heavy on these plays, and then I did not completely full port this play, and then I took like another play here that I full ported kind of, and I got stopped out of. So I just kind of fucked myself. So that's something I just have to learn from, and just have to be able to not self-sabotage. You have to be smart in this trading game, and from now on, there's a level of maturity and responsibility when I enter the markets in the morning. So I'm not really exactly sure. I'm gonna try to, full port the account on a play that I'm heavily convicted on, and if I pass the account, then I pass the account. But if not, what I'm planning on doing is stopping it before the 4th, obviously, and then getting a take profit traders account, and just doing it with them because they give the better payouts and they actually have a good discount right now. So something I did good this week was when I'm trading by myself, I'm really at peace with myself, and therefore I'm able to like backtrack on a lot of like subconscious things in the market that I'm not really seeing, but deep down I am noticing it. So I'm able to like use all parts of my brain and kind of just notice things I wouldn't notice when I'm being conflicted by many other people's opinions. So I really like just trading alone, and I'm able to learn a lot. So this is what I'm going to be focusing on, and that's what I liked. So now we're going to go into our bias for the next week. So we're going to hop on the weekly chart, and we're going to get rid of anything that is just kind of in the fucking way. Okay, so we're going to remove everything. So we have this wick here, we have this fair value gap from here to here. So I'm going to mark this as previous all-time highs. I'm going to mark this as, oh wait, no, I want to get the consequent encroachment of this fair value gap. So we have the fair value gap right there with the CE right there. So we're looking for price. Honestly, I'm looking for retracement, because if we see this here, so we're already up on the week right here. So I'm looking for a move higher, maybe into the CE of this wick, maybe, and then maybe lower, so like something like that. But let's go on the daily chart now. So over the past week, we kind of saw price move up, make now a new all-time high. So this all-time high here, we've created a bearish order block right here. So, oh wait, no, we haven't. No, I'm lying. This is a bullish if we close above. But so closed below this. So you can look for price to retrace back into this volume imbalance, which is what I see it doing right now. So we have a VI right here. Along with the fact that, hold up. So yeah, I'm really seeing price, manipulate back down into here before we get any sort of move higher. I mean, price could move up from here, and I wouldn't really be that surprised, but definitely into this area right here. Now hopping back onto the 4-hour chart with the volume imbalance that we're tapping into, we see lots of rejection from here. So we'll probably go down, building up some low resistance liquidity here before we get a move up to the upside. So we're looking for this to be. Yeah, so actually I don't really need that volume imbalance there just because I don't need too many things on my chart. What I'm going to look for is I'm going to look for this fair value gap right here to be broken, because as you can see, price has respected it 2 times in a row now. And what do we see with most fair value gaps is they break on the 3rd. So we're going to look for this to be closed under, and then we're going to target here, this low. And this low, honestly, we could. So this is where we want to trade back to. Right now, in the current range, we're in a discount, but in the overall, trading range that we're in, from here to here, we're in that would be our discount there and here. So this is what I'm going to be putting into my forecasting right here. Down here, I'm going to put my prediction for the week like I usually do. Oh, I need to update the predictions from last week. I could do that on this. How long is this going? That's fine. If this video is longer, that's fine because nobody's watching it anyways. So here we're going to do this. So what I see price doing is I see price maybe coming back into the rejection of this wick, coming down. I always do this kind of weird, but I just eyeball it, something like this. And then we have NFP on Friday. You see price go like that. Something like that, just like a textbook opening range. You open up here, you get manipulation down. I'm just guessing we'll go down to around the discount, which is right here, but we could go here or here. This is the consequent encroachment of the weekly fair value gap, so it has a higher probability of being hit. That is the prediction for the week, and now we're going to update the prediction for last week. So the prediction was just to move higher. So what I like to do is I like to grab a box, and I'll go from on the 4-hour chart from last week. And I'll pick it up and I'll just move it around right there. And I'll make it a little bit darker. So as you can see this week, high, low, higher high, higher low. So I am looking for a break of structure, but this is a prominent low here that I don't want to see be taken out. But yeah, okay. So I said a little bit hard to tell for the week because we just made all-time highs, and there's now buy-side liquidity, therefore we enter near some. So overall, I guess we're rebalancing this fair value gap. when we were here, we didn't rebalance into this fair value gap, so I'm looking for that to be rebalanced this week. And as you can see, when I go back multiple weeks, like, it's just kind of fun what I like to do. This is what I used to do. So I had, what the fuck is this? So yeah. Yes, I mean, I don't know what happened to these charts. They usually have these drawings on them. Yeah, so like here, I guess price was going lower. Price went lower. I guess we'd kind of retrace and then impulse up higher, retrace, impulse higher, retrace, impulse higher. Come back up higher, come back up higher. Down, up, down, up, up, up. That was kind of iffy. And now this week. So you can see that. So yeah, that's the bias for next week. That's what we're looking going in on the 4 hour. That's what we're looking for. I mean, we have lots of wicks that we could react from. Maybe this a CE of this wick could be a potential reaction point. And from there, we'll go down for 1 hour. Nothing really on the, oh, nice, this is what we're looking for. We're looking for something like this to be inversed, either over the London session or tomorrow. So this is, I'm predicting it's going to be a bearish inverse for very group. Yeah, so that's what I'm looking for. Into here, back down. All right, and that's it. So, thank you. Uh, if there's anybody that actually watched this, you're a G.